Hi everybody, I'm Jack and this is Raw Tropical Living. Thanks for joining me today. Boy, it's another beautiful day here. I'm getting a little bit of a late start on the day because I had to go downtown, but went downtown, picked up 30 bananas, 4 perfect mangoes, a couple of heads of lettuce, and a few things for dinner tonight, so life is good. Back to the mountain, just got some sun, and thought it was about time to do a video. Now this is just going to be a continuation of my little series on simple common sense stuff on just the process of how to figure this raw vegan lifestyle out and how to figure out how to make it work for you. And this is going to be about the learning process today more than anything. And like as I'll always mention, learn the basics. As soon as you get into this lifestyle, learn the basics. And I don't have to pinpoint those basics down to one particular philosophy or one particular way of thinking. I would say read the China Study, read Whole, Prevent and Reverse Heart Disease by Caldwell Esselstyn, 80-10-10 by Doug Graham, oh God, there's so many of them. Dr. Greger basic stuff. I did a video last week or the week before on Brenda Davis, but get those fundamentals, get those basics of the lifestyle down. And they'll also give you some answers how you can deal with people because new in this lifestyle, you're going to have people asking you a million questions, with the number one probably going to be, where do you get your protein? So that's where you can start right there. Be selective where and from whom you get your information from. Now when I say that though, but there's a big but with that. Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater, so to speak. I don't know if you've ever heard that expression where you're from, but it's like people that are too much into the dogma of this lifestyle, and I see it all the time. And I reject that thinking with every fiber of my being. The type of people that are into the dogma so much that they almost have to, like, they only follow, look at, listen to a few select people within their mindset, and anything else, if they don't agree with 100% of what a person or what a source is saying, they just discount it because they see something in there they don't agree with, even if it's something that they fundamentally don't agree with. I can't quote it, but there's a Bruce Lee saying, it's like, listen to everything basically. Take a little bit from everything and make it your own, but don't discount a source out there or a person out there just because they have some things that you disagree with, because chances are they have something that you can use. So many people out there that I don't fundamentally agree with their approach, whatever, I can almost always find something to take from them. Let's see, I got my trusty notes down here. Oh, and another one too that kind of relates to that in a way, about taking, whatever from everybody. Take what you can use from that particular person and move on. Don't waste your time. Utilize your time online. Don't be in this continual debate. I focus on, I got a lot of time on my hands, if you haven't figured out, because I live alone. I don't have, anybody to deal with. I don't have responsibilities. I don't have people around me. So sometimes I just pick people and I watch them for a while. And I'll see the same people over and over and over, whether it's on social media. Sometimes I'll mark a name down and just kind of check out where they make their comments on YouTube videos too. But it's almost like they're in a constant debate all day, every day. And that's got to be tedious. And that's very time consuming. I can just imagine. I try to do, I kind of project myself sometimes as I'm watching videos or listening to videos on YouTube or listening to podcasts. I think about things that I disagree with. And almost every video or source that I go through, I find something that I disagree with or something that I don't particularly do or that's not my approach. Now, if I stopped and debated everything, I would have very little time to do anything out there. And to be quite honest, I just don't care enough. It's, I don't know what it is. I don't know what drives all people that are doing that. So I don't like to generalize and throw everybody in one category, but it's mostly ego. ego. That's the only thing I can keep coming back to, because I have no interest. If I'm looking at something, or if I watch a video and somebody is talking about a subject, and I go through, I'm analytical. I listen to that video, or I read the source. I go through and I take out pieces, and I'm like, I can use this. Oh, I can use that. Oh, that's a good point. That's over there. Almost I'm just blacking out everything I'm seeing that's not usable to me, or that's no interest to me. I'm just not focusing on it, so it's just discarded to the side. But I don't have any reason. I mean, you know, I'm pretty secure in myself. I don't need to be like a little yap dog, like proving how much I know all the time so I can argue with everybody. And that's what it is. I can pick it out every single day on Facebook, the way somebody presents it. You just know they're sitting there all smug, like that, like I've gone back to before, that kid that always had the answers in class, that kid that nobody liked, you know, that was always, and I'm not talking about just because they were smart, they was just a little too anxious to raise their hand so they could show everybody else up. But yeah, use your time wisely. There's so much information out there. There's so many resources out there that, you know, the whole arguing, debating, comments. I mean, I like comments. Comments are good feedback, but I'm a bit selfish in my process. Got a bug kind of buzzing around me today. He must be smelling some fruit on me from somewhere. But I'm a little bit selfish in my time and in my process on this thing. Like, I'm working on a lot of different things right now, but I'm always got a whole lot of different things going, a whole lot of things that I'm interested in. And I like to, I'm getting even better at it. I'm making an effort in 2017 to maximize my time. And part of that is like when I'm online and I'm in an education way of thinking, like I'm trying to learn something, trying to better myself, trying to fill my mind with something positive. I want positive stuff going in. I just don't have time, you know, I'm repeating myself there, but I just don't have time for the constant debate and the back and forth. Because think about it, if I'm wrong, tell me, what does that bring? You know, and I'm not saying there's never time for good debate or good discussion on things, but seriously, tell me, 95% of the time, what comes of these threads on Facebook? What comes of these long threads where somebody and everybody jumps in on YouTube or whatever? A lot of times it just turns into a drama thing. You know, luckily I haven't had to deal with that a lot with the comments, but I will mention something right here. It'll be a good time. I've thought lately, like maybe I should drop this in. I'm a small channel, but as I grow, and I get very little negativity or negative comments or whatever on here, but if I do, you know, I don't pay any attention to it. I was listening to a podcast this morning talking about like this younger girl that became a Instagram teenage sensation, and that was one of the things. She got a lot of hate on hers, and she was just so strong she never responded to any of it. Well, it doesn't bother me. People are saying stuff. The internet's the internet. There's trolls everywhere out there, and honestly, you know who gets on my nerves a little bit more than trolls and haters are the do-gooders out there. The do-gooders that feel like they got to jump in on every negative thing they see on the internet and correct that other person's thinking. You're not going to correct that other person's thinking. I don't ever see that come to Jesus moment where people are going back and forth at each other and somebody goes, oh, my mind has changed. Oh, it just doesn't happen, so move on. And you know, when the day comes and I do have larger numbers on this channel and somebody says something negative or even downright hateful or even just totally going after me with vim and vigor, do me a favor and don't try to step in and take up for me. I got really thick skin, and that creates awkward situations. Then I almost feel like I would have to go back in if they say something nasty back to you and diffuse the situation, where I'm not into that. I don't waste my time on the internet. I just don't have time for that. That's kid stuff. You know, that's kid stuff. If I'd have come to this, if the internet had been around probably when I was 16, 17, or 18, I'd have been just as silly and do a lot of this stuff as the next person. But, you know, as far as this stuff comes, I don't care to play around. I mean, I've found a way to make this lifestyle work for me, so I don't need to just like get down to the subatomic level and pick out and do this and that. You know, I spend little times researching things that are of interest to me and stuff that I can share here, but I don't have time to waste my time online, you know, arguing with people or wasting my time. That's repetitive, isn't it? Anyhow, just my thoughts on this one. I hope you enjoyed it. If you like it, please give me a thumbs up. Getting close to this. It's hump day, hump day, hump day. Days don't mean a whole lot down here. Anyhow, hope you guys are having a beautiful week and love each and every one of you. Peace.